Hi, I'm Mark from Oregon. When I was a kid, Mom left me and Dad. Because of that, I thought there was something wrong with me and was terrible with girls.
He looks funny.
Dad worked for a large company and was hardly ever at home. I felt lonely until the day I met Dylan. You're a neighbor, aren't you? Want to play video games? He introduced me to the world of computer games. I felt like a real hero when I played them. You're always doing something on your computer, so I signed you up for a programming class. By the time I turned 12, I knew almost everything there was to know about games and computer programs. One day, I came to Dylan's birthday party. There was a girl there that kept throwing glances at me and giggling. Why do girls always laugh at me?
Do you want a dessert?
Thanks. She's my cousin. I heard her talking to her friends about you. They think you're handsome. Are you serious? When I got home, I scrutinized myself in the mirror. It suddenly dawned on me that in the past few years, I had lost a lot of weight and got tall. Not bad. Look, she's so pretty. Her eyes are brown. I prefer blue ones. What about that one? Her legs are too short. You'll never find a girlfriend if you keep this up. I don't mind waiting if it means I'll find the perfect girl. Hey girls, do you want to go for a ride with us? By the time I turned 16, I'd become a hot scumbag. Thanks to my father, I could afford to go to a good gym, had a cool car, and wore fashionable clothes. Girls were throwing themselves at me. The only thing that hadn't changed was my interest in programming. I even joined the school computer club.
Ouch! That's why you never win any competitions. You're always distracted.
No, you're just a midget.
So what? You're as tall as a giraffe, but your brain is tiny.
That Miss Sarcasm was Laura. She was the best student in the computer club and often pissed me off.
How could you make a mistake here? This is really basic.
Laura's right. Fix it. Well, girls, who am I giving a ride home today?
Me! No, me!
Don't worry, there's enough room for everyone. Hey, Laura, you're not my type, but I'm feeling charitable, so I'll give you a ride too. If your car's as slow as you are, I'd rather walk. Maybe you're being so sarcastic because you have a crush on me. Even if you were the last guy in the world, I wouldn't go out with you.
What a weirdo!
That evening, I bought a new game. I can create any character I want. I suddenly got an idea. Instead of a guy character, I decided to create the girl of my dreams. I like the look. Now let's choose your personality. You should speak with a foreign accent and be sweet. I made a screenshot and sent it to Dylan. Haha, now we have a sketch. The next day, Dylan came up with a crazy plan. We need to find your perfect girl from the game in real life. I don't just want her to look like that. Her personality has to match too. We've got this, bro. I didn't believe it would work, but agreed because why not? Look, that girl seems about right. Hi, what's your name?
Wow, I should definitely buy this wig.
Excuse me. That one is cute. Go ahead, I'll distract your friend. Hi, you look great.
Thanks, I'm an athlete. I got hit with the ball recently, see?
Well, I know a good dentist.
Don't worry, I'm fine with it.
After a few days of searching, I gave up. It's useless. I'm done. Look. Are you seeing this? Looks like you found the one.
Boys, I'm new here. Could you walk me to the classroom?
It was like I got transported to a computer game. She even had an accent. She looked so much like the girl of my dreams that her face seemed familiar to me. Did you just move here?
Yeah, I'm from Ireland. My name is Arisha.
Arisha was very sweet. From that day on, we started spending a lot of time together. I even asked her over. Dad, this is Arisha.
It's nice to meet you.
Charmed. Mark, you should invite her to the gala my company is hosting. One day, the principal asked everyone to come to the big hall. I got tickets to a movie premiere. To hell with the principal and his meeting. Let's go. I hardly paid attention to the movie. Arisha and I held hands, and at one point, I kissed her on the cheek. We had a great time, but we're in for an unpleasant surprise the next day at school.
Have you heard it yet? The principal said we're supposed to help a charity tomorrow. Everyone has already signed up.
Dang it, all the good options are probably already taken.
If you want to work together, there is only one option you have.
The Walker Farm. You will be helping them with the harvest. It says here it's a job for 4 people. Is someone else coming with us?
You'll see tomorrow.
The last person I expected to see the next day was her. Laura? Oh, trust me, I'm not thrilled to see you either. What do you have there, an ancient computer?
You never know what might come in handy.
I had to leave my car and get on the school bus with everyone. We had to get off at the last stop. Is the farm in the middle of the forest?
Yeah, buddy, I can't take you any further, so you'll have to go on foot.
I can't take it anymore. My legs hurt.
You shouldn't have worn those stilts then. Arisha, I'll carry you. What's that ahead? It's the farm, obviously. Wow, they're ready for Halloween, huh?
Welcome.
We'll show you everything. Arisha and I were assigned to harvest the pumpkins.
Sweetie, I have comfortable shoes for you. Thank you so much.
Harvesting was surprisingly fun. Everything was going great. Until... What's wrong?
There was someone there. I saw this freaky shadow.
Maybe it was one of the walkers?
Whatever it was, it looked huge.
You must be seeing things. Get to work. The pumpkins won't harvest themselves.
I'm tired and I broke my nail. What the heck am I even doing here?
I missed the moment when Arisha stopped being sweet and became annoying. I had to work for both of us. Soon, I decided to take a break and went to the walkers to ask them for water. I found them in the backyard. They were acting weird.
They will be staying here tonight.
Have some patience, and you can do whatever you want. I looked out from behind the bushes and saw a large figure hidden in shadow. Who was that? And what were they talking about? It couldn't be us. The school bus was supposed to take us back in the evening. When I returned to the others, they were arguing about something. Dylan was holding up an old newspaper. Look what I found in the barn! This newspaper is from the early 2000s. It says here people used to go missing near this farm. Usually happened right before Halloween, too.
Please, those are just urban legends. What if they aren't? I'm scared.
After overhearing the walkers' conversation, I felt a bit uneasy, but I didn't want to look like a coward. Come on, relax. We're not in any danger. We got back to work, and I realized I had forgotten to get myself a drink, so I went into the house. I was coming out of the kitchen when I noticed an ajar door. There were all sorts of weapons, knives, and scary masks hanging on the walls in the room behind it. What? All of a sudden, a heavy hand fell on my shoulder. Looking for something, boy? No, I was just getting some water. I decided to tell Dylan about everything I'd seen. What do you think it all means? Nothing good.
It's probably just an ordinary weapon collection.
You didn't see the way Mr. Walker looked at me, okay? So what's your theory? You think they're serial killers? Put like that? It sounded ridiculous. Just don't tell Arisha. She's afraid of her own shadow. Just as we were about to get back to work, we heard Mrs. Walker's voice. We looked in the window and saw her talking on the phone.
Yes, they should stay over tonight. There's no need to send a bus.
What the heck?
Your principal just called me. Unfortunately, the school bus broke down. You're going to have to spend the night here.
I wasn't going to stay on that frickin' farm. There's no signal here. Let me use the landline. No, you're staying here. Taxis don't come here anyway.
Would you calm down? Nothing will happen if we spend the night.
In the evening, the walkers made dinner for us, but the atmosphere was so tense I couldn't bring myself to eat.
What's that? Are there wolves here?
There are a lot of animals around these parts. I couldn't fall asleep for a long time that night. That's when I heard someone stomping behind the wall.
Do you hear that? Someone's right behind the door.
Laura and I woke Dylan and Arisha up. The next second, a monster broke into our room. Arisha rushed to the door. Laura took her backpack first. Leave the frickin' backpack!
Wait!
Arisha was in such a hurry she tripped over a jack-o'-lantern and almost fell, but I caught her. Careful! Let's get to the highway and hitch a ride! We were running through the forest when I stepped on something soft and fell down. My leg! Arisha, help! No one answered me. I couldn't believe Arisha and Dylan had left me. Hey, anybody!
Quit yelling!
Oh, I've never been so glad to see you. Aren't you glad I brought my backpack now? Tied around your waist. What the heck even is this? Looks like a wolf pit. You got off easy. Easy? I can't stand. Look at my ankle. Someone used a gun. We need to get out of here. Lean on me. If we get out of this mess, remind me to thank you. We suddenly saw Mr. Walker coming towards us. He was holding a rifle. Are you lost, kids? Laura, leave me and run. Are you dumb? Mr. Walker brought us back to the farm. Arisha and Dylan were already there. Mr. Walker had caught them a little earlier.
You! Wait, I know him. You're Bill, aren't you?
Oh!
Bill is our son. He had developmental problems. That's why he acts like a child. He's very kind, though. He didn't mean to scare you.
How do you know him?
My parents are volunteers. They used to help Bill.
I'm a professional hunter. My family has lived on this land for generations and protected the city from wolves. They always come around in autumn. That's what the article is about.
We didn't want to go back to the city because you might have come across the wolves on the way to the bus.
Why didn't you just say so? We didn't want to scare you.
Well, that sure didn't work.
I suddenly realized that Laura was the only one of us who hadn't panicked.
She was also the only one who hadn't left me. I think you wanted to thank me. You're right. Thank you. I'm sorry, man. I didn't notice you fall behind. I can't wait to go home. To my surprise, Arisha had lost her accent, but I decided to deal with that later. We returned to the city the next morning. I hurt my leg when I fell into the pit. A doctor examined me and said I would have to spend some time at home. How are you? I was so worried. Don't bother. I've already realized your accent isn't real. Mind explaining yourselves? I'm sorry. It was my idea. I was so fed up with you talking about finding a perfect girlfriend that I asked Arisha to play along. That's when I remember where I had seen her. Arisha was the friend of the redhead I had hit on. I thought you were cute and I was about to transfer to your school, so I agreed to Dylan's plan and even dyed my hair. But I'm tired of pretending. Strangely, I wasn't even that mad at them. I realized that I liked an illusion and not the real girl. That evening, I had another visitor. Laura? The teacher asked me to tell you what you missed at the computer club. That's all. Laura visited me every day. Talking to her was easy. Can you believe it? I even found her sarcasm endearing. I should go. Remember the gala we were invited to? It's in a couple of days. Is Arisha coming? No, I'm not inviting her. Then bring someone else. Laura immediately came to mind. That's not her kind of party. She won't fit in. I went back to school the next day. At recess, Laura came up to me to chat. Oh, you're not wasting any time. Did you find a girlfriend after all? No, Laura was just helping me. We're not even friends. Not even friends? Is the most popular guy in school ashamed of being seen with the outcast? No, it's not like that. You know, you could invite me to the gala. I heard you talking to your dad. While I was trying to think of something to say to that, she left. I felt guilty. I really liked Laura, even though she wasn't my type. Who cared about that? I turned off the game and called her. Will you come with me to the gala tomorrow night? Sorry, I already have other plans. In the end, I had to go alone. I saw a beautiful girl at the gala. She had gorgeous hair and an amazing figure. When she walked past me, I thought I was seeing things. Laura, what are you doing here? I'm here with my parents. They are the founders of this company. You said your parents are volunteers. You think successful people can't help those in need? You're right. Look, I really like you. I know we had our misunderstandings, but things have changed. Will you go out with me? Sorry, Mark. Someday you'll find the girl of your dreams, but first, you need to understand that girls aren't just pretty faces, and you can't pick our personalities. Dylan and Arisha became an item. I realized that I was wrong and treated girls poorly. I still can't forget Laura. She's incredible. What do you think I should do? How do I prove to Laura that I've changed?